back in the workshop. Normal service has been resumed with the weather. It's cold, wet and windy as we get Storm Doris, I think it's called, gets blown in. But we're not worried about that because we got the paint done whilst the weather was quite warm the last few days, and we've got this new exciting parcel to open. Let's have a little look, see what's inside it. Aha, there we go. This is what I thought it might be. So we've got a box. There's a couple of screws in there as well. And some to pack the next box. And in this box is looks like some acid. And it looks like a Yuasa battery. So it's a YTX14BS and it's the 12.6 ampere. And this was the one recommended to me by Fiona. Apparently this is what they use on Lima Victor, the training shadow that I've learned to fly in. Hopefully it's all going to be good. And I believe I've got to tear the top off, put the acid in, seal it back up with the bits that's on there, I suppose. And it's all good to go, but that's quite lucky that it's not yet got the acid in. Makes it a bit lighter, and I can see how well it's going to fit up in the space on the aircraft. So let's have a quick look at that. So here we are with a new painted bulkhead, and that's pretty much where I want to try and position this new battery. So I've got to invent something now that will enable me to hang it just there. So time to put the thinking cap on, get some cardboard and the scissors out, and come up with a bit of a design. Okay, here we have the first prototype of the battery box, cut out in cardboard. So the battery would go in there, and then these sides would fold up sort of like this, and then the battery would hang off the back. Just a second, I'll put some tape on it and we'll see what it looks like. So when it's made out of aluminium, it'll look like that, and it'll sit on the bulkhead like so. I'm hoping I can drill some holes in here to fix it on. I can drill some holes out with my hole cutter to reduce the weight. Don't think I'll quite get two in there. Might be a bit over optimistic to reduce the metal work by that much, but I might put one in there and maybe some little ones either side. We'll see. Let's just keep that weight down. Maybe two big ones, a couple of little ones maybe. I can experiment with that. So how well does that fit on the bulkhead? Let's have a look. So that's sort of where it'll fit. I'll cut some bits out the corners here for the cables to go onto the lugs. I think that's approximately what I want, and that's where the fixing holes are. So if those top and bottom bits are about that sort of size, that'll give me enough to fix it up on as well. So just got to make that out of aluminium, and obviously make it so it's square and symmetrical. So that's the next job. As you may be able to hear, lovely drop of weather we're having this evening. We're at the stage where we've got the piece of aluminium. I've drawn around the template, and we're about to start cutting it out. back with the battery box. This is how far we've got. Bent the mounting end pieces up. I'm just going to weigh it. 650 grams. So later on we'll see how much we can reduce that by. So I've popped it off with a bit of wet and dry. And I've now got this, which is a bit safer than the drill setup, for a bit of polishing. So let's see how it goes. So here's a tip: if you're ever cutting holes in aluminium with a hole cutter this size, don't bother. As you can see, the pilot drill wanders like, well, wanders like one of those things. I'm on the brink of thinking I've scrapped this after all the hours that I've put into it. However, I'm going to persevere. I'm going to drill this out and try and get creative with the half round file and see if I can bring it back from the brink. Really annoyed with myself. But let's see what I can do. So it was a really frustrating afternoon in the workshop, but in the end it all worked out quite well. The holes that I made a right hash of drilling out with the hole cutter, I managed to get them all sort of roughed out, and then I cleaned them all up with a half round file freehand, and I think it's worked out quite well. So the finish I managed to do with a piece of 600 grit wet and dry. I went over it with some mortar and some fairy liquid and sanded it all down, then finished it off with the Autosol. Just cleaned it up quite nicely. And obviously the key thing is the weight. So I think we were 600 grams plus, weren't we? But now we're down to 257, and it's going to get a bit lighter because it's got some fixing holes to drill in here, and I'll probably put a couple of these in there as well, just to remove a bit more material. So all in all, a successful day, I think. Tune in for the next episode where we're going to have some exciting news. So thanks for watching.